So basically the next question is about get all subsequences of a string, but we already have implemented this question using array list. And this time we don't have to use array list. So simply print it. All right. So what we have to do this time, that we have already given an input, we just have to print the subsequences. What we don't have to do is we don't have to use any array list. Earlier we was using the array list, and because of this array list we was able to iterate over it and store the results one by one. But this time we don't have any array list available. So what will be the possible solutions that we can try? So now instead of storing the data in array list, what we can do, we can take one extra variable and store the results for temporary period of time. Okay, it's like a temporary result variable to store the result. So you can assume what we are going to do is, let's say initially we are going to take one simple string. Let's start with the ABC. Okay, we have a string that is A, B, C. So now the first thing we are going to do with ABC is we are going to divide it into two parts. One is inclusive, one is exclusive. Like first time you're going to include A and second time you won't include A. Let's say here I am including and here I'm not including. Okay. So I'm not going to include A in the result. Here I am including A. So I will write here including A, and here I will write not including A. Simple enough. Now after this we have B, C. B, C. Then again we are going to do two things. One is to include B. One is to exclude B. So include and exclude. Then again B and B. So include and do not include. Simple. After this, after B, what will be having C? So if I don't write B here, I will write B here. Okay. Now the next character will be C and then C. So then again, don't include C, include C. All right. Now in this case, again, we have C in output. So don't include C, include C. Then again C, C, then again C, C. Include, exclude, include and exclude. Okay. So finally, what will be the output at the end? Like if I talk about the input and output, two things. So once I say that A is not included, B is not included, C is not included, everything is excluded here. So what you will get at the end is empty double quotes. So if you say that if this is the input, so what will be the output? Definitely again, it will be empty. All right. Now if I input empty double quotes here, now what you will get in the output is the C character because it is returning C character. All right. And after that, if I try to simply concat all these things, like I simply have written BC something like this, what I have to do is I simply have to concatenate B, C variables. Okay. So it would become B, C, B, B, then we have C, C. So what if you are just going to concatenate, what it will become? So first you include A, then include B. So what it will become? A, B. Okay. Similarly, we include A, exclude B, then include C. What it will become? A, C. All right. Just try to understand all these things. So it will become simply A, C. It will become A, B, C. Actually, it will become A, B. It will become A, or I think, yes, we'll only get A here. Then it will become You have to exclude A here, so it will become B, C, then you will only get B. So this is how you will get all the subsequences. I hope you are able to understand what exactly we are trying to do here. Once we have to include and once we have to exclude. Okay, whatever the characters we have. So when you are going to build this kind of a tree, it means we have to use a multi-branch recursion. And when we talk about multi-branch recursion, it simply means that we have to call our function two times. All right. We have to call our function two times. So once you are including and once you have to exclude that. All right. So output will be ABC, AB, AC, A, BC, B, and then C, and then double quotes. So this is how it is going to be implemented. So this is our question, print all subsequences, but without any array list. Okay. So let's talk about the implementation now. That is subsequence. Let me name it as tree.java. Now here we are going to build a function in step number 1. Simply define your function static void print subsequence. Simply pass your string and there is one more argument we are going to pass. Let's name it as result. All right. Now you can take your example string like ABC or RAVI or whatever you want to get started with. Now I'm going to pass print subsequence. The first our string is ABC and second argument is initially double quotes. So this is the first step. Now we know that we are using a result variable to store the results. Okay, so I'm writing here result is used to store results for printing. All right, because this time we don't have array list, we have to print the data. Assume the string is ABC. Okay, simply assume the string is ABC. The first thing we have to do is char single character is equals to str dot caret 0 index. So that will simply return from ABC what you will get one character, that is A. Now we will retrieve the remaining string, get the remaining string, and for remaining string I can write string remaining string is equals to str dot substring and pass 1. So what you will get here from ABC, now you will get BC. All right. So A is stored in my first character, the substring is here. Now we have to do the recursive call just like we did in the previous version. So the recursive call will be print subsequence. Now, when I'm calling this print subsequence, once you will simply pass the result and second time I'm going to call it again, but this time I'm going to include the character that is my single character. That's it. Now let's talk about where will be our print statement. That will be the inside our base case, that if string dot length becomes 0, then simply print result variable and return from here. Okay, this is what exactly we talked about in our solution. So let's first try to execute and see the output. Okay, you can see output is perfect. But how exactly we are getting this output? Let's talk about it. So first of all, as I told you, we are going to, once we are going to include and once we are going to exclude. The same thing we are doing here, that when you are passing result, it contains nothing. But second time you pass result with the single character that is concatenated. All right. So you can assume like I have A, B, C. Okay. So my single character becomes A, remaining string becomes B and C. Now you call the print subsequence function again with the remaining string, that is BC. Then if I call BC, then in my single character, it will store B. In my remaining string, it will be C. And then we are passing C. When you pass C, the single character becomes C. Remaining string becomes nothing, null. Okay. So it becomes empty. Now, once it becomes empty, it passes empty string, length becomes 0. Now check what is the result right now. Result is empty right now. Okay, we don't have anything inside the result variable. Now it returns. So it returned back to the remaining string and put this nothing actually. It is returning nothing. So we don't have anything inside the remaining string. And then it is going to call print substring result plus single char. So it is going to concatenate result plus whatever the single character was, that is C. So it will print this time C. Next time actually it will print C. Then it will again, when it will return, let's say this time it is going to print, suppose let's say B. So once it is going to return you B, so once it will print B and once it will print BC together. Okay, so this is how it is going to print all these characters one by one. So let's simply do the debugging part to understand more clearly. So what we'll be doing is, let's get inside our string that is initially ABC and result is empty. Let's move ahead. Now the single characters become A, remaining string becomes B and C. Then it will become B, it will become C. Then single characters become C and the remaining string becomes empty. So first time it will execute this if, print the result, that is simply double quotes. Okay, then return. Now once it has print the double quotes, now you can see string is C, result is the single character is C. So it will simply store the single character as C. All right, so this time it will print C. Okay, now again get back in the function. Now stack is falling back actually. Okay, so here we are falling back from the stack. So print subsequence remaining string. Now what is inside remaining string? We have only C character and result plus single character means only B character we have. So it contains one character. So if is not executed, then single character again becomes C. Remaining string becomes empty. It will call it again. Result store B, so it will print B character now. I hope you are able to understand the recursive tree. Then again, print subsequence is called. Now this time result stores B, C character together. So it will print BC. Now again, so now finally my single character is A. String length is not null. Single character will store B and remaining will store C. It will execute again. Single character will store C and remaining will store empty. So this time result will be printed A. So this is how it is going to keep on printing these things. I hope you are able to understand how exactly multi-branch recursion is able to print the subsequence. Okay. And if you still are confused with any of the part of this question, you can just assume, like, as I told you, first you have ABC character available. So first you say that my single characters become A, then single characters become C, then single characters become C. Meanwhile, my remaining string stores B, C. Then if it stores B and C, so you can assume then after that, when it store A, then stores BC. Then my single characters become B and it becomes C. Then my single character stores nothing. And once it will store B. Okay. So this is how it is going to keep on storing the characters. Okay. So first time it is stored ABC. First the string was ABC. So first you have single character as A, B, and C. Meanwhile, the remaining string was BC. Then remaining string was C, and then remaining string was empty. So this is how actually it was executed. Now, when you fall back from the stack, so first thing it prints double quotes, then it prints C character, then it prints BC character, then it goes to A and concatenate with them. So this is how it will keep on printing all the subsequence.